Hi, and welcome to your senior news update for July 2024. I'm your host, Sydney Bowles, here as always with Marge Yetman, the director of the Burlington Senior Center. Marge Yetman, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear it. I know you're going on a little trip in the next couple days, so that's very exciting.
Yes.
But it's just like summer exciting season. There's like a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So here at the Senior Center, there's like a lot of artsy stuff happening this month.
Yes.
Starting on the 10th with the New Orleans Jazz
Band.
Band.
Yes. The New Orleans Jazz Band usually comes monthly on the first Wednesday of the month. However, the first Wednesday of the month is July 3rd, and they are the New Orleans Jazz Band, so
They got stuff to do.
They got a gig. They got a paying gig, and we don't pay them. So, yeah, so they will be here on the 10th.
Still exciting. Okay.
Very exciting.
Good to know. Mark your calendars. And then there's something going on with cybersecurity on the 23rd, but I want to skip over that, and I want to go with the next artsy thing that we want to highlight, which I'm not going to be good with this name, but Jack Haroutunian? Haroutunian. Okay, so tell me about that.
Jack is a Billerica resident, so he's basically local, and he is an incredible singer, absolutely incredible, and he just won an award. And I think he's definitely up and coming. He sings kind of more classical, kind of operatic. Young kid. I think he's still in high school, and so he's making his rounds for the summer. Yeah,
that's amazing.
So yeah, so come out and support him, and let's show him what Burlington. How welcoming we are.
It is just, Marge, I'm always so impressed with the incredible people that you find who are local to us that we might not know. I mean, last month you had someone local who climbed Everest. This month it's this music prodigy. It's really just remarkable how full our community is with talented people of all kinds, and you
awesome.
Find them and bring them to our seniors. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then this just sounds so fun. On July 31st, 1 p.m., this is Manja, Meatballs, and Murder.
Yes.
Tell me what this is and how can I come?
Well, let's see. You're more than welcome to come. You'll bring your camera and everyone will think you're filming and no one will know different. Manja, Meatballs, and Murder is a murder, like one of those dinner mystery murder things,
So the people who attend, are they like characters in the murder mystery, or are they watching the murder mystery?
They will take part in the murder mystery.
Oh, that's so fun.
And we're not having a full-on meal, people. Just
snack meatballs.
There'll be some meatballs for snacking.
I had a friend who threw a murder mystery birthday party where we all played characters and we all had accents and costumes, and it was such a blast. It was really just something special, something different. So this seems like it'll be really fun.
Yeah, it's being put on by Delvinia, who our regular attendees will remember have done Julia Childs and several other things that we've had that've been just incredible. So we're really looking forward to having them back for this one. And it's it's going to be the style of the wedding, the Italian wedding that everybody used to go to for bridal showers and such.
Fun.
I'm sure a lot of our seniors have done that. So, well, the women anyway, not the men. So it should just be it should be a hoot.
It sounds like it. July 31st for that one. So it's a couple weeks out, but mark your calendars, think about it.
Yep.
And then what can people just show up? Do they need to make reservations?
Oh, they absolutely need to make reservations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
make sure we have enough food, enough seating.
Yep.
I think we'll probably be at capacity because we need some floor space.
Sure. So the details on how to register for all that will be in the senior spotlight.
Yes.
Okay.
One little thing I want to remind people.
Yeah.
One newsletter for the summer.
Oh.
Don't throw your newsletter out.
So this will have stuff for July and August in it.
It has stuff for July and August.
Okay.
I'll be back in August, but don't throw out that newsletter.
It's important. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good note. So we've covered some of the really fun stuff that you wanted to highlight. There are a couple of more serious things going on this month that are still really good to talk about.
We mix it up.
Yeah. The heavy and the lighter. Cybersecurity information coming up on July 23rd. So talk about that.
So David Hughes, who's also local, he's on our, they call it the ISAC committee. It's really kind of our internet safety committee that watches over, the oversight committee for the town, for town government, to keep us all safe. And so David Hughes is a member of this, and he approached me and asked if we'd like to have a presentation on cybersecurity, and I will never ever say no to that. So he will be coming out to talk about being safe online and how to keep yourself from
It's
getting
so
into trouble.
important. There are so many different ways that people can seem real harmless and get a little piece of information out of you that then,
Yep. You
can,
let your guard down for
Yeah.
1 second,
Yeah.
and it's all over for you.
Yeah.
It's tough, and of course here we are trying to get people online and putting them into harm's way. But no, I think he'll have some good information, and
Right, it's good to
you
be
know.
online, but you want to be safe there. So,
Yeah. And I
so
think we'll
this
try to
is-
record it so we can get on to BCAT
Oh,
with it
that's
as
great.
well.
That sounds fantastic. Okay. And then last thing, I know this is something that happens pretty regularly, I think, this grief support group on July 24th.
Yep. They meet monthly. They are, we have someone from outside come in, so you're not, working with one of our social workers, which I think is important. And it's a group that, gets together and talks about what they're going through and how they're feeling. And I think because it's monthly and not weekly, I think it's a little harder for everyone to get into the weeds, which makes, I think, in some ways for a lighter support group, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend if you've lost a loved one in the last 6 months or so, you check in, see how you're doing compared to everybody else. It's not a bad thing to do.
Yeah, it's good to just have community sometimes, even if
Yep.
it's just knowing that other people are going through the same thing and
Yeah.
different
My
experiences of the same.
dad died when he was fairly young, and I wasn't a baby, but I was fairly young, and I went to a support group, and I came out of that support group going, yeah, I'm not so bad. I'm good. I'm all good. So I think it can be super helpful, and it's also nice to go and support other folks who are going through the same thing. So even if you're having an okay time with it, it's good to be that role model as well.
Well, Marge, as always, July is just looking so chock full of really fun activities, really important stuff for people to keep in mind. As always, this information is in your senior spotlight. It's available online. If you're stopping by the senior center, you can always check in and, make sure that you've got the right date and all that. Any other reminders before we let you go?
Thank you to Maria, who's our activity coordinator, who does all of this and makes me look really good.
Well, thank you to Maria and thank you to you. Have a wonderful trip, and I'll
Thank you.
see you back here in a month.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sydney.